chance, he gave me a chance. Thank him in advance, cause he broke the trance. I've been through a lot, wasn't happenstance. Now I ain't looking back, not a second glance. Going and I'm flowing, I'm knowing I cannot halt. Frank him up on my crown, I pray that he protect my thoughts. So you the salt of the earth, or be earth the pillar of salt. No, get off me, not faulty, I'm swarthy, I don't swear with thoughts. Son unto my own, I had to pick up my cross. Will you follow the hallowed or be swallowed for going off? Is it Torah or Korah? My aura can't ignore the boss. And this faith that will lead you, have you count the cost? I done told you once, do I have to tell you twice? Embody, you are a living sacrifice. Like Christ had died when our debt was amortized. You may end up in the mortuary or be mortified. I ain't bowing to no man, man, I'm Mordecai. Patience of the saints, yeah, how wish I be standing by. Under your judgment, the commandments, my alibi. I'm so serious when you see me, just look into my eyes. Yeah, they dwelt in Zion, yeah, held them up like Orion. Then Abba put the iron, they became prey to a lion. Still ain't wanna hear, then got tackled by a bear. With such a name, budget for bed to idol gods, they swear. Still ignore the shepherd, then got spotted by the leopard. Believed in the conjecture, transgressors throughout their records. Till this very day, getting trampled by the ego. Your ego is the reason we cannot rise as a people. Do it for my sister and do it for my brethren. Every word I'm telling should stick in your melon. Despite all the tension in his name I mention, these words I haven't sent. Repent, so please pay attention.
Three, two.
This is Patrick Dell's Maccabeestv. Yes, sir. If you want to reach me, you can reach me on 6315-302329. That's the New York number, and the regional number is 1473-416-2310. My website is Patrick Delves, holistichealing.com. My YouTube channel is Master Herbalist Patrick Delves, and my Facebook channel is Patrick Delves. Boom! Maccabeestv, man. Bless up. With thanks. All right.
Hey, well. Good morning, family. Shalom. To my peoples, and welcome to another edition of Maccabeestv. It is your brother, Priest Dan, representing Lions of Israel and Maccabeestv. Just a quick check-in with the family this morning. Nothing too long. Just give a couple of shout-outs to my peoples that I see in the chat. So I see my man, Warrior Lord, of course, always showing love. My man Yawana, aka Jonah Judah, in the building. Shalom to you. Amara, shalom to you. Black Lion Yehuda, shalom to you. Crown Me 13. My brother Cam is in the building. My brother Marvin is in the building. Peace and blessings to everybody. Let's go ahead and as usual, you guys know, if you are in my house, the very least you could do is act, basically, you get the thumbs up or the thumbs down, right? Interact with the video. You can give me a thumbs up, or you can give me a thumbs down. Either way, the algorithm acknowledges interaction with the video, and more people can come in real quick. Although this video, for the most part, the intent of it is probably not for the majority of you guys that are going to watch it. But nevertheless, I have to do it here, because this is where the majority of the people who I need to speak to come to, which is this channel. Okay, so real quick, everybody on Facebook that's watching, peace and blessings and shalom to you guys as well. Okay, so let me start off by talking about why I'm here, and then I'll, say a few other words in general. Since y'all are coming in, I might as well talk to y'all for a minute. But let me just speak specifically to a handful of people who this message is tailored for. So if this message is not for you, you guys can ignore it until I get to the other half of talking about just general subjects, okay? So most of you guys can ignore what I'm about to say. So I've been getting emails from you brothers and sisters, see the scrolling message at the bottom of the screen. So at the bottom of the screen, you guys have a phone number that you can call, right? You guys have a website that you can call, and you guys have an email that you can email as well, right? So what's been happening is I've been getting emails from brothers to 5 different emails. And luckily, I've been catching some of these emails that are coming into other accounts, but sometimes I miss some. So some of you brothers that are reaching out to me, you're saying that you reached out and I'm not responding. That's because you're reaching out to an email where I'm getting thousands of emails, which is Maccabeestv, Maccabeestv@gmail.com. I get thousands of emails. Every time somebody comments on my video, any video that I do, they leave a comment, YouTube emails me and sends me a message. So your personal message to me, your direct message to me will get lost in all these emails that I'm getting from YouTube. That's why at the bottom of the screen, I have the phone number and I have a specific email tailored to the brothers that have asked to be part of the academy in January. But you guys are emailing me at 5 different emails. Please, for anybody that's been trying to reach out that I haven't reached out to you, I'm talking about I haven't reached out to you at all. Some of you brothers, I've reached out to you via text, returned your emails, etc. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the brothers that are saying I didn't respond at all. Please email me at the email that's scrolling across. Let's try to consolidate everything to the email that's scrolling across the bottom of the screen, or call the phone number. We're starting January 3rd. So you still got 2 weeks. For those of y'all that are interested, you still have 2 weeks. So if you reached out to me and I haven't gotten back to you in a timely manner, email me at the email at the bottom of the screen, and I'll see it that much easier. I'm not saying I'm not going to check the other emails, but it's I might miss you. And I don't want later to hear that you reached out to me and I didn't reach out back. Ain't no funny stuff going on. I'm telling you where's the best way to reach me, okay? Phone number at the bottom of the screen and that email. Okay, and I'm going to repeat this message again at the end of the video because this is the intent. But outside of that, a shout out to Seed of Jacob. Shout out to Thomas Smith. How's everybody doing this morning? Hopefully I could be heard. Y'all be seeing when I'm on the road, I'll be doing my lives from all over the place, right? So hopefully I could be heard, family. Hopefully y'all can hear me loud and clear. If you guys can, put 1 in the chat. Let me know that I sound okay. I would assume I do, but just let me know I sound okay. I never known these janky spots where I'll be broadcasting. I had no intent of going live today, but when I seen an email come into another email that I didn't want you brothers emailing, and I felt bad because the brother said he'd been reaching out for a while and I didn't get back, but you got to email the right email. That's the thing. Oh, I see my man Yashar is in the building. Shalom, Troy Ellis. What's up, King? How's everything? Wilderness of Judah, shalom to you. Brenda Hill, shalom to you as well. Shalom to everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. So we are upon one of the most satanic holidays known to man, which they call Christmas in the world. But we know it as the birth of Nimrod and a whole bunch of other pagan rituals that are attached to it. So we're in the midst of that right now, unfortunately. Shaitan made shalom to you as well. I see you. The good news is, for me anyway, I work like a slave, so I do have a couple of days off the next couple of days. So I'm thankful for that. And I'm also thankful for the fact that this pandemic, as they call it, has ruined a lot of people's Christmas. I'm thankful for that too. That is a reason. Hey, that is a reason to give thanks during this holiday season, that this pandemic has ruined people's Christmas spirit. I say all praise to the Most High for that. And may the Most High continue to ruin their spirit every year until we get the hell up out of here. Hey, shalom to holy saints and apostles, my man Masha in the building. Shalom to you as well. Okay, family. I want to say something. And as I said, this is not a full-fledged live today because I'm actually going to go live this evening on my backup channel today. So if you're friends with me on Facebook, you guys will see and get the notification for the backup channel. I'll be going live this evening on the backup channel with a guest, not here, because we're going to be on the other channel talking our stuff, not on this channel. So I'm going to pin a comment after I'm done with this live. The top comment under the video is going to be the link to the backup channel. For those of y'all that don't know about the backup channel yet, it's Maccabeestv 2. And I'm going live on the backup channel about 6 or 7 o'clock this evening, because the things that we're going to say over there, we can't say over here because they censoring me over here. So I got to kind of walk a thin line with things I say, certain words I use that are triggering the algorithm. I got to be very careful about things I say over here. So when I want to go in, I'm going to go in over there. So if you brothers and sisters enjoy the information that's being presented to you, just come back to this video in about an hour and look in the comment section. You guys will see, and I'm talking about on YouTube. Come back and look in the comment section. You'll see at the top of the comment section, I'm going to have a pinned link for the live stream I'm doing this afternoon on the backup channel, which is Maccabeestv 2. All right. Yeah, Cam Ebed, you asked about the new strain. Yeah, we're going to talk about that this evening on the backup channel. Stephen Williams, shalom to you as well. We're going to talk about all that stuff on the backup channel tonight. This is what I want to tell you, brothers and sisters. This is what I want to say. There is indeed a lot of propaganda. Some information is factual and verifiable, and some information not so much when it comes to what we're dealing with right now. When it comes to these things, some information is verifiable and some information is not. Family, give me 1 second. I am at work. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Let's get them lights up too, family. Let's get the lights up. I can't even see because I don't have that window open, but I'm trusting my family and my moderators, man. Tell these people to get the lights up. So, like I was saying, there's some information that's verifiable concerning this pandemic, and some things are not. And what you have, family, ladies and gentlemen, what you have is this thing. And listen very carefully to what I'm saying, because I'm going to be short and to the point. Anything that's not being reported by mainstream media, when I say mainstream media, I speak of CNBC, Fox News, NBC, ABC, CBS, the New York Times, the Washington Post. I speak of mainstream media, which is nothing but a part of the CIA, right? It's mainstream media is nothing but an extension of the CIA. We already know that. And they propagate and parrot the same news across all these networks. Anything that is not propagated or parroted by these mainstream networks that's outside of that is called a conspiracy theory. You brothers and sisters, hopefully you know that, right? It doesn't mean that what's being propagated outside of the mainstream media is not true, but because the mainstream media is not reporting on it on a mass level, so the masses, the millions of people can get it, because mainstream media is not reporting on it, it is then labeled as a conspiracy theory, right? So, do we not believe that the CIA, especially under the Reagan administration, was funneling crack cocaine into the Los Angeles area that was eventually dispersed throughout the country? Did the mainstream media report on that? No, they did not. Did it happen? You better believe it. You better believe it. That's just one example. So just because the mainstream media is not reporting on something doesn't necessarily make it a conspiracy theory if there are facts to back it up. And what I'm going to give you, brothers and sisters, I've said it on several broadcasts, and I'm going to say it one more time, because you'll be hearing this conspiracy theory label being bandied about a lot, and it is erroneous. It is erroneous. Now, granted, there are certain things that we cannot verify. We have heard that there are nanoparticles in the poison that they're trying to give everybody. We've heard these things. Can we verify that? No. We have heard that the strains that's in this poison that they want to give will change people's DNA. We have heard these things. Can we verify that yet? Has it happened yet? No. So what I don't do is I have not come before you guys speaking about any of that stuff. And what's happened is people have framed the conversation on those things to avoid certain facts that are irrefutable, which I have presented to you. I'm going to present to you one more time, family. Listen carefully to what I'm telling you. It usually takes at least, at minimum, 5 years to develop a vaccine. I shouldn't have even said that word, but I said it. It's okay. It usually takes about 5 years to develop one. We have gotten one in a matter of months. So a process that usually takes 5 years has been given to us in a matter of months. Now, that is very problematic for we don't have to go deep. All I have to give you is one verifiable fact. That's not a conspiracy. And here it is. The company that is first to bring us this poison that they want to shoot up into everybody, this company has paid out billions with the letter B. Listen, read my lips. This company that is giving us this poison and telling us we need to inject this poison in ourselves to protect us from this pandemic, this same company has paid out billions with a B, billions in lawsuit settlements over the last couple of decades because several versions of different medicines that they put on the market have been killing and maiming innocent people. This, brothers and sisters, is not a conspiracy. I dare anybody to tell me that is a conspiracy. That is a verifiable fact. This company has been sued and paid out billions of dollars in settlements because several different brands of medications that they have put on the market have been hurting people and even in some cases killing people. So they had to pay out billions of dollars. One lawsuit alone, just one lawsuit alone, was over $400 million in a settlement. Y'all hear me? And this is the same company that has paid out so much money in settlements because of negligence in putting together these medicines that they put on the market. This is the same company that cut corners and cut a 5-year process into a couple of months. No conspiracy, family. Where's the conspiracy? Somebody tell me in what I said, where's the conspiracy? Where is it? If I missed something, put it in the chat. I'm open to it. Where's the conspiracy? What did I miss? What did I miss? Somebody tell me. Did I miss something? Is my logic off? Am I being illogical? The company that has paid out billions of dollars in lawsuit money, settlements, based on the medicines that they put out on the market, is the same company that cut a 5-year process down to a couple of months, and I'm not supposed to ask no questions? What am I missing, family? Put it in the chat. What did I miss? No conspiracies here, fam. No conspiracies here, just the facts. Okay? So, no, I'm not going to argue about the nanoparticles. No, I'm not going to argue about the DNA alterations in your DNA and all this other stuff. I'm not going to argue that. I'm not going to argue that because that's where the whole conspiracy thing can be. You can be labeled that. But I want somebody to argue them damn settlements. I want somebody to argue all the people that were injured through negligence of them creating all these different medicines that they created. Billions of dollars. I want somebody to argue that. Where's the conspiracy in that, huh? And so when we can't, listen, there's an old saying that says, facts are stubborn little things. Facts are stubborn little things. I just spoke straight facts to y'all. Straight facts. So I don't understand what's so hard to understand why the Israelite community is up in arms saying that we're not with it, not so fast. How do you not understand that? How do you not understand that? Unless you just don't want to understand it, that's fine too. So here's the bottom line, right? I'm not giving nobody no advice. I told y'all that already. What's the word I've been using for the last couple of days, family? Discernment. Use it. I give you guys the information. You do with it what you will. Pfizer has paid out billions of dollars in settlements because they've done messed a lot of people up with different things they put out. At the very least, wouldn't we want to make sure that this time they didn't mess stuff up? Why are we in such a rush? What for? And why are the CEO of the company and the board of directors saying that they're not taking it right now either? What about that? And what about the fact that Donald Trump said he's not taking it now either? What about that? Should we not? We can't ask no questions. We can't ask no questions based on what we're seeing. Come on, family. Come on. That's all I got to say for right now. That's all I got to say. Listen, I'm not here to throw no shade at nobody, right? I respect, even though the respect is not reciprocated, I respect all the Israelite leaders, especially the ones that was around before me. But I'm going to tell y'all something, right? Now I'm going to go deep. When the school split back in the days, one of the reasons why I split, because as much as we have respect for the founders of the school, when they started bringing heresies in the school, you don't follow a man because they bring heresies in the school because at one time they taught you. What kind of nonsense is that? When you read the scriptures, did Paul not withstand Peter? Was Peter not the head apostle appointed by Christ? But when Peter became a hypocrite, did not Paul tell him he's going to withstand him to his face? Nobody's above correction, and nobody knows everything, and nobody's right about everything. And in this particular case, I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, right now, you better use your discernment, man. And if you don't have none, you better pray to the Most High to give you some. Period. I don't know what else to tell y'all. You've been following behind the channel this channel for years. Y'all see what we do. Y'all see the works. The work speaks for itself. Y'all are in the group in Healthy Hebrews. The work speaks for itself. And let me say something else. I keep having to say the same thing. Who said that there's a magic herb to cure anything? Who the hell said that? Nobody ever said that. Nobody ever said that. But if you take those medicines that the Lord created and make it a lifestyle, you are that much more likely to have a strong enough immune system to fight off whatever without having to take a synthetic, poisonous thing that's being shot up inside of you. Family, the Bible says the Lord created medicines from the earth. That's what the Bible says, right? So when the Most High tells us to honor the physician, what were the physicians of ancient biblical times using to heal people? They were using the medicines from the earth. That's what they were using. Am I telling you that you should never take a synthetic medicine, a pill, a Tylenol or something like that? Of course, I'm not saying that. That would be madness. That'd be madness. I would never tell nobody don't do that. If you need it and you need instant relief, hey, I wouldn't tell nobody don't do that. But I also understand, though, that there are also other ways. There are people that all over the world that don't have access to a CVS or a Dwayne Reed or Rite Aid the way that we do here in America, and they use stuff from the ground and they get results too. Let's be real. Then we got to get into the conversation about the development of this poison. Do you brothers and sisters know that they developed this synthetic? By the way, the poison that they're putting in people is 100% synthetic. They have the company that made it has admitted that it's 100% synthetic. And it was sequenced on a computer. Did y'all know that? See, these facts are stubborn little things, and none of these things are being discussed. They're just being hopscotched right over. And that's the problem. So you brothers and sisters are going to have to use discernment. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't. I feel like I've done my part. I feel like my household has done our part of good in Israel. Do we gotta take screenshots of all the hundreds, if not thousands, of people that are in our group that have told us that these natural remedies that we've given them has helped them? Do we need to do that? Do we need to toot our own horn? I don't think we do. I think y'all already know. I think you already know. So you brothers and sisters are going to have to use discernment, man. You're going to have to use discernment. If there's a lockdown, if there's martial law, all your pharmacies are going to be closed. You ever thought about that? If there's a military lockdown, martial law, chaos in the streets, civil unrest, race wars, all the stuff that we talk about, have you ever considered that some of your pharmacies and stuff are going to be closed? What you going to do then if you run out of medicine? I'm going to tell you a little secret. There's all types of plants and everything that's growing all around us that most of us, including myself, do not recognize on sight that can heal you in case that you can't get to a pharmacy. Did y'all know that? That's why sometimes when we do the Feast of Tabernacles, one of the things that always goes on is that my rib, who grew up on a farm, is always pointing out herbs all around us when we're camping that you can use to heal all types of ailments naturally, growing all around us. And we don't recognize it because most of us been raised in the city. And there's going to come a time where you wish you had that knowledge. Thank you. 12 tribes. You said it exactly. 12 tribes. Dandelion is everywhere. I want you guys to look up the benefits of dandelion and dandelion root. Dandelions are growing all around us everywhere. Everywhere. I'm from New York. It's everywhere in New York, everywhere in New Jersey, everywhere in Pennsylvania, everywhere in Connecticut. It's everywhere all around us. And most of us, until recently, even me, didn't know that it was growing all around me and what it was good for. Because those things are going to be there. Those are the things that big pharma can't regulate. The stuff that's coming out the ground. They can't regulate that. So it's good to know about it because you may need it one day. Don't reject information, man. You might need it one day, family. I'm just saying. Chamomile everywhere. Right. I mean, to me, this stuff is common sense, family. But I'm not bugged out about it enough like that. But I have to admit that when I hear that word conspiracy theory, it's kind of like disingenuous, because by how can you call some a conspiracy when I can bring you documents of how many times Pfizer has been sued and how much money they've had to pay out for messing people up? So you delegitimizing a very legitimate concern that people have. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah. So, like I said, family, once this video is done, just give the video about 45 minutes or so to process through YouTube. And I want you guys, those of you that are interested in what I'm saying and whatever like that, I want you to come back. There's going to be a pinned comment. I'm gonna make it so easy for you. There's gonna be a pinned comment at the very top of this video. Once it's done processing, it's going to have the link to my backup channel. I mean, guys, you could just go to YouTube and type in Maccabeestv 2. But for those of y'all that's don't want to do that much work, that's too much work, I'm going to pin the comment in the video section when this video is done processing. I'm going live on the backup channel this evening, if the Lord allows, and we're going to go in. I don't want to do so much of that on this channel as much as I used to, because y'all saw YouTube already struck me twice because I'm speaking too much truth. And notice the people, here it is that I'm speaking lies, but I'm getting struck down. You know what I'm saying? The message that's the mainstream message is not getting struck down. I wonder why. Something you have to ask yourself. Also, really quickly, for those of y'all that don't know who he is, I mentioned it before. There's a documentary called Vaxxed. The brother that put the documentary together, his name is Curtis Kost. He's supposed to be coming on the channel. He reached out to me last night, but I was sleeping, so I'm going to reach out to him today. I haven't set a day where I'm going to bring him on. Depending on what the feedback is on the backup channel tonight, if I get enough of y'all brothers and sisters over there later on tonight, then I'll bring him over there because I know he's going to go in. And this dude has the facts. Like I'm a novice in this. I know enough to know to use discernment, but this brother has facts upon facts upon facts, study upon study upon study, medical report upon medical report upon medical report. Y'all brothers have seen him on Sunday this channel, and I'm going to bring the brother over here to bring you guys even more information, because he can, like I said, you're a jack of all trades and a master of none. I don't claim to be a master of anything. So in this particular area, I'm a novice too. I just know enough to not be fooled. But I'm gonna bring him on where he can actually, this is an area where he's an expert and this is what he does for a living. So I'm gonna have him come on and break it down. So if you guys have any questions, get your questions together. And when I bring him on, you guys can ask him the questions when I bring him on. He might come on this channel, but he might not. I'm gonna see how the spirit leads. Okay. All right. So somebody's asking me, did I correct Johanna? Listen, he's his own. Listen, Johanna's his own man. He has his own camp. I think it's clear where we stand. We don't. That advice he's given is horrible. Straight up and down, it's horrible. But he's his own man. Nobody even over there could tell him nothing. And y'all know that. So I'm giving you guys the facts for yourself. Go look up how much money in lawsuits that Pfizer has had to settle with people because they've been messing people up with medicine for years. And then ask yourself, do you trust them to cut a 5-year process down into a couple of months? Just use common sense. Just use common sense. That's it. It's not hard. It's not hard. All right. So deviating back to what I said at the beginning of the video, this is only for specific people. Please, you brothers that are emailing me concerning the academy, the emails going across the bottom of the screen, you guys are emailing me. It's like 5 different emails and then complaining I'm not getting back to you. Either call the phone number at the bottom of the screen or email me at the email going across. I'll get back to you that much faster if you use the right email, as opposed to me having to sift through 5 different emails looking for which one of you guys email me. All right. It's real simple. Don't blame me if I miss you accidentally. The best way for me to catch you is for you to call the phone number there or email me at the email going across. We're getting started January 3rd, Lord willing, with the academy. We're going to have a good time. Y'all already know how to give it up with information. We going in. You know what I'm saying? This first iteration is only for people that's interested in being a part of the body. Some of y'all been emailing me, asking me that. So that is that. Before I go, I always open up the floor, not for very long today, not for very long. Open up the floor. Is there anything else that you guys want me to talk about or say or whatever before I go? Is there anything else? I'm also trying to get Patrick on here soon too, if possible. Anybody else? Guys, I can't see the likes, but I know how y'all do y'all brother dirty sometimes. Y'all could hit that like button, you know. If you're in my house and you haven't hit the like button, or if you hate me, to hit the dislike button. The interaction is all the same. Well, Danyaahla, you mentioned the Ethiopian Bible. The Ethiopian Bible, basically, for lack of a better word, just so you guys can understand now, I don't want to get too off into this. I've mentioned this before. There are many different canons, right, around the world. So when they mention the Ethiopian Bible has books in it that you won't find like in the KJV, which is its own canon. You won't find in the Catholic Bible, which is its own canon. You won't find maybe even in the Armenian Bible, which is its own canon. So around the world, at different points in history, you had different councils, and these councils would sit down and they would decide which books were canon, or for lack of a better word, on a layman's terms, which books actually belonged in the Bible and which books did not. Man made that decision. That's the reason why the Apocrypha eventually got removed from the Bible, because you had a group of men that decided that the Apocrypha was no longer canon. So the Ethiopian Bible has books in it that you won't find in the KJV, and then it has books in it that you will. There was a period of time, you guys can do your own research, where even books that we find in our modern KJV at different points in history were not considered canon, but now are. I'll give you guys some examples. Excuse me. There was a time with the book of Revelation. You know, we all love the book of Revelation. Those of us that believe in the New Testament, we all love the book of Revelation. Did you brothers and sisters know that there was a point where even the book of Revelation itself was not considered canon? And that's a jewel, family. You can use that against the Christians that try to speak against the Apocrypha. They say, oh, it's not canon. Well, man decides what's canon and what's not, unfortunately. So if we're going by what man says, there was a time where Revelation was not part of the canon, but now it is. There was a point in time, if I'm not mistaken, and I am winging it at the moment, I'm at work, y'all can see I'm just talking off the head. There was a point in time where the book of Jude was not considered canon, which is the book before Revelation, but now it is considered canon. So the Ethiopian Bible just has some books in there that are not considered canon in other portions of the world. The best advice I can give you, brothers and sisters, is the same advice that my elders gave me, and that is learn the Bible that we have. I'm not so much concerned with a lot of these other so-called lost books outside of the King James Bible and the Apocrypha, because the real truth is the majority of brothers and sisters in Israel can't even break down the Bible that we have, but are always out looking for other books just to be deeper than everybody else, instead of just being humble and just learning the scriptures that you have, which was sufficient to wake you up in the spirit to who you are, and it was sufficient to wake me up too. So it's enough. It's sufficient. Okay. I don't know. Hey, I'll ask the Zaryak if somebody says somebody from there needs to come on a hot seat. The only person I'm cool with some brothers over there, but the only person I have a continuing relationship with is him. So if he wants to come on here and answer some of these questions that you guys have, he can. In case you guys didn't see, actually, they're going to be on Sonetta's show on Thursday. I don't know if you guys saw that. They're going to be on Sonetta's show on Thursday, and Sonetta usually does take call-ins. So if anybody is hot and bothered and you guys want to call in and ask questions, I guess Thursday on Sonetta's show will be a great day to ask questions. Okay, Marsha, I know I've been saying this for a while. Let's get Abad Yahoo on the show. Okay, so now I definitely have even more of a reason to call you. Let's get Abad Yahoo on the show, because insurance in Israel is a big issue, especially life insurance. Okay, every Israelite, especially if you're in this truth by yourself, you should have life insurance, so that if you pass away, the burden of burying you is not on a GoFundMe from the nation of Israel, but you actually have some money where you can be buried, and you don't leave that expense behind on the nation. So let's bring a brother from the community that's a part of the community that's actually in that area and feel. Let's bring him on the show. So Masha, before the week is out, most I willing, I'll call you and I'll bring you and him on the show, because you the real estate guy. You know what I'm saying? You're doing great works with acquiring real estate and properties. So that's something also that our people need to be educated. People need to know that we're not just standing on the corners yelling and screaming in funny looking garments and just angry 24 hours a day, but you actually have very talented brothers and sisters in a lot of areas. And some of these areas are areas of need of people that watch this channel. So I got to start bringing some more of you guys on. All right. All right. So once again, family, please be advised of the phone number at the bottom of the screen and the email to email me if you are going to be a part of the Academy on January 3rd. Try to hit one of those two and don't email me at any other random email, because if I miss it, you can't blame me later. And once again, last but not least, one more time. Oh, shoot, I see my man, Uncle Claude in the building. I got to bring you on and talk some sports with you, bro. Yeah. So this afternoon, once again, we'll be going live on Maccabeestv 2. Look out for that. I will be leaving a link in the comment section concerning that, right? So with that being said, family, peace and love. I love each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for supporting Maccabeestv as always. And with that, it's your brother Priest Dan, Maccabeestv. I look forward to seeing some of y'all this evening on the live on the other channel. Be there or miss out. Shalom.
effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency.
Let's go!
Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try. Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try.
The curses, the plagues, is it all a dream? Nope. The curfew, the troops, the world's on quarantine. Damn. The social, the 6 degrees of separation. The troubles of Jacob, the need for preparation. My vision is focused, I won't speed or rush. And if there's hate in your blood, then you need a flush. Yes, the priest is back, the Most High be praised. I'm making them sick, this song is 5G waves. As real as they come, won't find no fugazi. A man amongst men, so Gail and Oprah hate me. And Jesus had warrants. Paul wrote letters to Corinth. And Esau is red, and Donald Trump is orange. The faces, the gestures, that cat is so comedic. Corona, the virus, the plagues is sent on Egypt. We were slaves, led away to other gods. I ain't preaching shy, I'm killing them with current laws.
Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try. Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try.
The riches, the fame, is it all for Skrilla? The mask and the gloves so COVID doesn't kill you. The panic, the fear, the news is so fallacious. The Isley, the brothers, they say it's so contagious. The doctors, the nurses, the need for ventilators. The 1,200 cash they gave to stimulators. The signs and the warnings, don't forget the scriptures. Prevention and cure funded by special interests. Still in the streets, surely. Some say that he's worldly. Flow is sick like why Tekashi got released early. The judges, the lawyers, they say there's no defense. Season 8 Game of Thrones, cause it don't make no sense. And that's the rundown, TV is saturated. The fear is the push to get us vaccinated. We were slaves, led away to other gods. I ain't preaching shy, I'm killing them with current laws.
Father in the sky, I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try. Father in the sky,
like I said,
I shed tears, I don't know why, but I'm a child of the Most High, so they can't break me if they try.